Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Castlevania livestream series. We are, of course, playing Symphony of the Night here, continuing our previous run. Not even previous run, I just mean the run that we were doing before, and that we are continuing to do. It is, of course, the fist-only run, and I don't believe we have a fist weapon yet. We're 3 recordings in, each of which being about 2 hours long, and yeah, still using the bare fist, which is kind of strange, but whatever. It seems to be working perfectly fine for now, so we're going to keep using that, and hopefully we will get an actual fist weapon soon. If anything, to avoid monotony, because I think it's good to change weapons from time to time in Castlevania, obviously. And I technically haven't changed weapons, or perhaps you could say, technically, that I have never had a weapon to change in the first place. So, either way, just getting my chats up and we will be good to begin the game again. It's good to be back. I think it's been maybe 2 months since I last played, maybe even longer. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, I should pause my playback on YouTube, just for ease of viewing the chat, because I find it very easy to get distracted by things like that. Anyway, here we go. Chats are now up and ready to go. So, I believe that we killed the Hippogriff boss in the previous recording, and, you know, the Hippogriff boss isn't particularly difficult. What is instead a little bit difficult is the fact that, oh yeah, which one is mine? It's the one that says Doomlink in all caps, no doubt. But, I mean, they're both mine, technically, but, you know. Yeah, it's good to see you in so early as well, Pablo. Okay, so, just making sure everything looks good with the game itself. Yep, everything is looking fine. Again, the cropping does change depending on the scenario. You can see that there is space on the left side of the screen. I can't really control that because I think, yeah, you can see that there's less space again as we come into this screen. And then when we're in the title screen, it's perfectly cropped. So, I don't know. You're just going to have to forgive the fact that the game is like that. It's an older game. This is how these things are. So, as you can see, we do have empty hand. It is our bare hand. And, I mean, they say bare hands, but, you know, we're only using one hand, technically, because we do have a shield in the other hand. You know, we're doing this jabbing business. And it seems to be working perfectly fine once again at this point in the game, but who knows when that's going to stop being the case. I will also warn you, I haven't played anything in the way of Castlevania since I was last recording, so I might need maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes to get used to the game again. I also need to work out where the hell we're going. Okay, I think it's quite clear now where we're going. So, I believe that we will be looping back to where we were trying to jump around across those breaking bridges before. There's quite a little bit of distance for us to traverse for us to get there, but hopefully we will... Actually, I think we are very close to getting the double jump, so that will therefore open the rest of the castle to us, I believe. Well, perhaps not the rest of it. I think the rest of it opens up to us. In other words, of course, the implication there is that we will be able to access absolutely everything, and we won't be able to access absolutely everything unless we have the bat form, so we will indeed need to wait until we get that. But the double jump, again, will allow us to access a few more locations, which is very good. So, yeah, let's just go up the top here because we obviously haven't picked any of this stuff up yet. We got a cutlass, and sadly we will have to leave, but well, not really leave behind, but we won't be using any of the weapons that we pick up, so yeah, it is what it is, and I don't know what my next build will be. I'm not going to do actual challenge runs in Castlevania, I don't think. I'm not good enough at the game to do that yet, but what we will do is have it be so that specific weapons will be used. So, for example, I could have my next build be... what other weapon types exist in this game? I suppose I could use... Why am I drawing blanks on the different weapon types that might be interesting to use? So if we have a look and see what we have right here, we could, yes, knives only, or short swords. I mean, you could say knives, short swords, I don't know. I mean, this thing here, I'm only going to equip it for the sake of demonstration, but I think that this is pretty much a knife. I mean, look at this fucking thing. Are you really going to call that a short sword? I guess you could technically call it a short sword, but really, I would consider that to be a dagger or a knife. But, yeah, I think a build where we just do that would be good. I mean, it would be sort of similar to a fist weapon build because everything would be so close range, but I do think that it would be still interesting enough. So that might be the next thing that we do, but whether or not my next run that I do in a Castlevania game is Symphony of the Night is something that I still am not sure of, because I do intend for this series that I'm recording here to encompass many Castlevania games. So, if not all of them, you know, maybe just the Metroidvania ones, you know, because I still haven't really played traditional Castlevania. Yes, I have, but not to the extent where I would consider myself to be learned or even half decent. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to do any of that in this live stream series, at least for now. But that will likely change. So I think this will take us to, initially, Dracula's castle. Well, we're technically in Dracula's castle, but we will go to Dracula's throne room, I guess you could call it. I believe that's where we are now. No. Ah, I see. We're already there. That was my point of confusion. So we've already reached it, so we're not going to be taken there. If we really wanted to, we would be able to save at the save point nearby this one, but I don't think it is necessary, so we won't bother with that. I do think that, what was I going to say? I lost track of my thoughts there. That's weird. Anyway, it's because I was looking at the screen. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. It was related to the fact that I was looking at the playback on OBS. I'm pretty sure that I'm supposed to be on the right side of the screen in this game. Yeah, should be the case. Either way, let me know if it's not good enough, I suppose. But yeah. The idea in every single game that I record is that I don't want to be in the way of anything important on the screen, because I don't do a stupid border around my game so that I can be in the corner, absolutely not in front of anything, which is, in my opinion, not better. I think it just looks worse. I think it's better to see the game in full and have me cover, like, something that's not important. So that's the way I view it. Maybe certain games won't really work that way, I'm not sure. But I think every game that I'm going to play is going to work perfectly fine like that. That's really annoying. I have to go all the way up again with this freaking elevator. Everything looks great. It's good to know. Just like to make sure. Okay, so I believe the double jump is at the lowest level here, all the way at the end. So let's go and get it. I don't think it's actually called the double jump. I mean, I think it's the jump cube or something like that, which is described as being the double jump. But yeah, it does have an actual name. These guys are pretty annoying, and they are made a whole lot more annoying when I have to fight them close range. Please fuck off, please. Yes, I know you are just delightfully annoying, but just please go away. I'm actually getting mobbed. These guys would be much easier to deal with, again, if I were able to hit them from some kind of range. I mean, maybe I'd be able to deal with them better also if I were better at the game, but I'm not better at the game, so I have to do what I can, obviously. Okay, I think the way that they move is very bothersome as well, because, okay, there we go, got a critical hit and one-shot him. But yeah, the way that they move is very annoying as well. Sort of move in a circle, but not a consistent one, and it's... So here's the... what is it called? Leap stone. Well, jump cube, leap stone, same shit, really. But now we can do a double jump, and you can see that... oh, there is a hole to break in the wall here, and it is what? A turkey, yeah, that's great. Okay, so now that arsehole's dead, we really need to find a save point, and I am not entirely sure if there's one here. So what we will probably have to do is actually go to that warp point that I was talking about, or at the very least, go to the save point that I was talking about that was in close proximity to one of the warp points that we were going to, and save there, because I'm not feeling good about 10 HP, obviously. I mean, there's not much to feel good about when you are close to death. Okay, so how do we get back up? We can't get up that way, so we'll have to go to here. If I want to get somewhere really quickly, I will pretty much do that. I'll press triangle to do my backdash. This is what you do if you really want to get through the game quickly, you know. But I don't enjoy it as much, you know. Okay, so we'll go in this direction. Well, let's have a look and see what we have in the way of healing wares, because it might be a little bit over the top to save at this point. No, I don't think it's over the top at all. I think we have turkey and one single potion, which is, in my opinion, not worthwhile. I would rather save it for a situation where I really, really needed it. And I think at this point I can just save without any issue, really. Actually, I should have saved there. That's closer. Oh, I'm an idiot. In fact, I am going to save there because it's a lot safer. Okay. Excuse the boredom. I do like this sound. It's quite nostalgic at this point. Okay, we are back here. And it's also better to save here because the enemies here are particularly weak. This is at the start of the game. Okay. So these guys here who like to bleed everywhere, they're not really going to pose much of a threat to us. But I don't want to, you know, encourage him to attack me. That would be sad. I don't know why the cropping had to be different during this recording as opposed to the last one, because it has to be said that, I mean, is the game too dark? Maybe the game's a little too dark. I'll raise the brightness of it a little bit. But I just have a feeling that something's different. Because usually I'd just be able to put the crop on and it's fine, but... yeah, I think that's a little better, isn't it? That should be more reasonable. I mean, maybe you guys can't see a difference, but it has been increased by, you know... oh, Jesus. It has been doubled in brightness at this point, so... anyway. So I would say, again, that that's a bit more worthwhile. I would say that it's important for you guys to be able to see the game. It's good for the game to look dark. It gives it more of an atmosphere, but... visibility is also important. Okay. So we will be able to go to the place where we find Dracula, but we don't want to fight him yet. I don't know if we can actually engage him in combat. I just know that we don't want to do it yet. We're too low of a level. Look, it's hard to say, Pablo. Pablo's asking if I prefer digital or physical copies of games these days. It's really hard to know. I would say that there are drawbacks and benefits to both. I would say that I'm still of the opinion that if I'm playing a console game, I would rather have a physical copy. Maybe that's just because I'm inflexible and traditionalist, but with PC games, of course, I do get the software rather than the hardware. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I prefer to have the physical copy in hand because it feels, you know, it's obviously more tangible. It feels like you really own the thing. Whereas if it's digital, you don't have that deeper sense of ownership. I think I need the bat form to continue up there, don't I? Yeah, it's starting to look that way. So I think we won't continue up here after all. I was thinking that we'd be able to go up there, but no, it's starting to look like the bat form is necessary, so we'll... fuck off, asshole. I literally just got my health back and you're gonna hit me again? Well, I guess this is less his fault and more my fault for playing poorly, but still, that's really annoying. But yeah, with physical copies, I would like to get physical copies more often, but... and for all my Switch games, I do have physical copies of them, by the way. I have the physical copy of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, of Generations Ultimate, and I think that's it. I technically have Monopoly on Switch, but that's because I got it with the Switch when I bought it. And yes, that is indeed a physical copy. So yes, with the most recent console that I'm purchasing games for, I have physical copies of those. And I wouldn't say that there's necessarily a huge benefit to having a physical copy, but it is preferential. And my preference is... where the hell am I going? I'm just looking at where I'm going, I'm not entirely sure. We'll work it out. But, yeah. While it is my preference, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's absolutely necessary to get a physical copy. But one thing that I will say is that you're not going to be able to sell a digital copy in 15 years for more than what you paid for it, you know. So that's one benefit to physical copies in my view. If you want something that's actually going to be worth something in 10 or 15 years, get the physical copy. Not all games will appreciate in value, but some will. And I would like to think that most of the games that I play will appreciate in value. So for example, I have Breath of the Wild for Wii U. I got Breath of the Wild for Wii U because when Breath of the Wild launched, there was nothing else on the Switch that I wanted to play. It wasn't until Generations Ultimate was first announced on the Switch that I actually decided to go and get one. But I do have Breath of the Wild on Wii U, and I would guarantee that much like Twilight Princess for the GameCube, Breath of the Wild on Wii U will become quite collectible in the next 10 years. So, yeah. And that's just, I didn't get that with the intention of having it be a collectible game in the future. Even with Twilight Princess, I got it when it was pretty cheap. Well, I shouldn't say pretty cheap, it was still quite expensive when it came out. It was a very expensive game when it came out, and I believe it was still close to full price when I ended up getting it. But, you know, at least it wasn't what it is worth today. And I'm of course talking about PAL versions of games. PAL games always sell for a whole lot more than NTSC games. So there's word that the PS5 might have backwards compatibility. If that's true, maybe you won't get it because of the remaster of Demon's Souls. Well, yeah, I know that, and that has been discussed recently. But the problem is, there's nothing really on the PS4 that I want to play either. This is the thing. So, yeah. The problem is that it's going to be 750 Australian dollars when it releases, which in my view is just ridiculous, because I've already invested in a really good PC to be used for gaming, so I don't want to spend another $750 to play games when I've already invested in a really good PC. And also there's the fact that I don't really want to play console games in general. I will make the concession for Switch games, the concession being that I will allow some of my game saves to exist outside of my PC. I would like everything to be in the same space, basically, on my PC. But if my game saves have to exist somewhere else, whether, you know, it's technically cloud stored at the moment, but, you know, I still view it as being on the Switch, not on my PC, which is technically true, because it's not something that I can really make use of on my PC. But how I feel is that I'm willing to do that for the Switch, but that's a Nintendo console. I have no choice but to do that. I feel like I want the choice with the games that would release for the PS4 and PS5. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. God, I just took a heavy hit. Am I right in saying that we can't progress in the direction we were in just before? I think we now have to backtrack with our... Actually, no, perhaps not even backtrack. Maybe we can use the warp function. Maybe we'll do that, because I think that's going to be a lot longer if I try to manually go back to places where I can actually use my double jump to progress. You think the backwards compatibility goes to PlayStation 1? I truly doubt that. I don't think that you could put a PlayStation 1 disc into a PlayStation 5 and have it run. I cannot see that being the case. I think the hardware is just too different. I know nothing about this sort of thing, but that sounds really unlikely. I can very easily imagine that it would be backwards compatible with the PlayStation 4, because I don't think the PlayStation 4 is all that different. But we're talking about more than 20 years of time between the release of the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 1, more like 25, and I just think the hardware's too different for you to just pop in a frickin' PlayStation 1 disc. I mean, they could do it if they wanted to. I'm not saying they can't do it, but would they? I don't think they would, because I don't think they're expecting anyone to want to do that. I think they would instead expect people to get the digital games. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a store where you could play PS1 games. Why do I keep getting hit like an idiot? Stop it. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they had some sort of digital store where you could download PS1 games. But you mentioned something about streaming the games. Maybe those PS1 games will be digital? Yeah, well, I'm thinking that that's the only way they would do that. I think it would make sense for them to have the library of PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 on the PS5, but the ability to load an actual PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 disc into the console, I think, is never going to happen. But I could always be wrong. I always say that I can be wrong, because I think I don't know enough about these things to be able to make an actual definitive statement on whether or not these things can be done. But because I just, you know, you need a certain amount of knowledge to be completely sure of something. But, yeah, it just doesn't seem probable to me. So I think our first point of continuation will be... Well, the temptation is to go down, but I don't know if we can go there yet. No, I think we'll get there by... Okay, I know where we're going. This makes sense, because this is jogging my memory. I'm pretty sure I usually go in this direction first, once I get the double jump. Or the leap stone. We want to go over here. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it would make sense for them to have downloadable PS1 titles. They probably already do, like on the PS3 and PS4. But there might be more of it. How does that work? How do I... Are you telling me I need the bat form to get in there? Ah, I see. I understand. I remember this. There was a direction that I didn't go in because I was too weak for it. You can see that sort of S-shaped path. I chose not to go there because I was getting my ass handed to me. So maybe I can go that way now. Let's do that. It's funny because I'm still using my fist, but it seems to be doing fine. I'm guessing that as I level up, it still works as a... Well, what I mean to say is that it does increase in its damage output as I level up. Excuse me. But yeah. And I mention all of these because I remember when you talked about why getting a console for just one game is not an ideal decision, and maybe this backwards compatibility thing in digital games could put your mind at ease. I suppose that's a fair point, but I really was married to the idea that I would have PC be my place of experiencing games. Like that was going to be the definitive platform that I would play games on. And the only exception was going to be Nintendo because they would never release on PC. Now, I'm willing to make exceptions to that decision for consoles that, like for example, the PlayStation 1 here. I very much enjoy playing the original Symphony of the Night on its original disc, on a system that can load the original disc. But because technically I'm playing this on a PlayStation 2, so it is, I think, being emulated. Is it being emulated or is it actually not? There is a fine line between actually running the game and emulating the game through the disc. But, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I can take the elevator up. Maybe that's something I can do. But, yeah. I don't see... like, if I wanted to play a game from the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1 era, I would prefer to play the original. Am I able to continue up here? Do I need to hold the button? But yeah, I'd prefer to play the original on the original system, just for the authenticity of it. What's that? Oh, I understand. I'm being stupid. So we need to have this guy go back that way, and then we'll hit him on the... How does that work? How do we do that? I don't know how that works. Because when we hit him on that platform, it will start going up, and then we won't be there to take it, so... Whatever. Or the switch, the pressure plate, I guess you could say. Let's just go the long way, says Doomling. But yeah, you know, for example, if I had an entire library of PS1 games and PS2 games to play on a PS5, I wouldn't... to start with, there probably aren't that many games that I want to play right now anyway. And again, there are just so many, like, on that system, like on PlayStation 1, for example. But if I were to find a game that I wanted to play, I would get the original copy and then just play it. Even if it were freaking expensive, which a lot of those are, I'd be willing to do that. So, yeah. That's the reason why I'm not enthused. Hello, Brian Nettle. When you say me too, I'm guessing you mean you also prefer to play the game on its original system. It wasn't always an option for me, because I didn't have the ability to play PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games on their original systems, because I didn't have a PlayStation 2, but I recently got one. Finally. after like 15 years, so yeah. Of course, holy water is something that we will stick with. In terms of the great staircase over there, we will not go there just yet, because I think we do need the platform to get to all of those locations. Some of them can be double jumped too, but platform is ideal. Yeah, it feels, it's just that authentic feeling, you know. Of course, the downside is that they don't end up looking as good as they can, because games generally don't look their best on their original systems, because they're limited by resolution and things of that nature. But because, for example, the way the game that I'm playing right now looks is not the best that it can possibly look. My Let's Play of Castlevania Symphony of the Night on Xbox 360 is the best the game can look, or at the very least damn near close to it. So, you know, you get what you're given. This is also running slightly slower because it's PAL50, but for me, it's more authentic, and I get more enjoyment out of it. I feel like I've actually achieved something if I have a completed save file on a PlayStation 1 memory card on the original game, as compared to having a completed file on an Xbox 360, you know, like, fuck that. So, it's also that feeling, you know. Good to know. Yeah, I have the game on Xbox as well, and it was good to experience it that way, but I definitely prefer this. Feels more special. Okay, hit you. And I would say that my PlayStation 2 is only going to get more and more valuable because it's the frickin' pink one, you know. As soon as I saw the pink one, I was like, holy shit, I have to have that one, that's hilarious. But, yeah. So I did end up spending more for a frickin' pink one, but I guess the investor in me also realised that that would probably be quite collectible later on. I mean, it's collectible now, I think, but even more so at this point. Or rather, even more so in the future, I should say. I'm doing this just to move a little faster because I have been spending a lot of time running around the castle without actually continuing in any particular direction that we haven't been in before. So for the sake of getting this done as soon as possible, I will... Oh, look out, nearly lost my frickin' holy water. Now, some items replacing holy water are reasonable, but a frickin' throwing knife, that's the worst thing you can get, so that would have been a real slap in the face. Oh, Jesus. You can see that once you reach a certain defense level, all of the hits of the enemies that you were fighting in the past become one, which is one of the reasons why I think we are ready for this other direction. Hopefully we're doing enough damage for this part of the game, but we will find out. And we could hit this, just for the sake of it. If I could actually get in the right direction, that would be great. I think we're at the limit for our hearts. I think it's 87? Yeah. Another issue with lower resolution is that something like the heart number, you can't even fucking read it. I mean, that could be 89, that could be... I mean, it's 87, I think. Yeah, it's 87. But unless you've... I mean, the 8 could look like a 3. It's hard to really tell. It's one of the downsides, you know. Okay, we're going to Holy Water you because I think that will help us in our plight to kill you. I don't think we had Holy Water when we fought him last time. There we go, he's dead. So again, I have a feeling that these guys are going to do a lot of damage to us. So we're going to play nice and carefully and actually try to get to a save point because we have, again, spent a long time to get to this point. So, and you guys can attest to that, you've been sitting here watching it. So I really wouldn't like to die before I've reached a save point. That would be really terrible. Okay. Is there anything of interest in here? No. Yeah, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is something that I will be playing much sooner than I was originally expecting. I have the game on Switch coming to my residence soon, but I won't be playing it on Switch. I will be playing it on PC, and I will be doing a Let's Play of it probably this year, and I wasn't expecting to do that, but the reason why I wasn't going to play Bloodstained Ritual of the Night so soon was because I feel like I have a whole lot of stuff to enjoy, or a whole lot of gameplay to enjoy in the regular Castlevania series, because it's only been very recently that I've returned. Okay, these guys are just going to spawn infinitely, let's get out of here. But yeah, it's been a very long time since I've played Castlevania, so there are so many games that I have to revisit, and so many games that I haven't really properly played that are worth playing. Like, for example, Aria of Sorrow. Like, I've got no memory of that game. I mean, I can vaguely remember how the game looks, but God, in terms of playing it, it was like a whole lifetime ago when I was last playing that game. So, I'd really love to revisit that. These guys are really strong, by the way. But you can see that it's made a whole lot easier when you have holy water. So that was one of the reasons why I wasn't going to play, or more like the senior reason why I wasn't going to play Bloodstained Ritual of the Night just yet. But I thought that with Curse of the Moon and Curse of the Moon 2 existing, it's about time I went and played Ritual of the Night, because otherwise I will get left behind, I think. I don't want to get left behind, that's kind of sad. Okay, so if we're here, what did we just achieve? Not much. Okay, that's fine. We will head to the other area. I don't think we can go anywhere from there, but we'll try. We will try. When we backtrack next, we will definitely go from the warp point furthest east, because I'm not going to go there manually. There's no chance in hell of that. But I will be going this way manually. But the reason why I'm getting Bloodstained Ritual of the Night on Switch is because I do expect that to be worth something in the next 15 years. I will be keeping it new and sealed in its shrink wrap, and it will be basically put somewhere safe, where it remains in brand new condition, and I would guarantee that in 15 years that will be worth an arm and a leg. Well, I won't go so far as to guarantee it, but I have a feeling that that's what it's going to be like, because I was told, or rather advised, by someone who was watching. It was just a guy that I was having in my live stream and watching with me when I was recording Ocarina of Time on Nintendo 64 as a live stream playthrough. Oh, I'm going to get absolutely well and truly fucked in a second. Holy Jesus Christ. Do you know what this means if I actually die here? It means pretty much everything we've done so far is going to be a waste. Holy Jesus. It's 50 health. Let's get the actual fuck out of here. This is scary. I'm going to die if I'm not careful. Let's go. Go, go. That was really nasty. Okay, so we can't continue through here. Good to frickin' know. So we'll warp somewhere else. That's alright. But yeah, basically, a guy who had joined me for my Ocarina of Time livestream playthrough, one of those parts, it was a long one, I believe it was in the Fire Temple, he was telling me that there is a very good chance that Bloodstained Ritual of the Night on Switch will be very collectible in the future, much like Symphony of the Night on Dreamcast is today. So he also worked in a sort of an old collector's game store, something like that. So he has a better idea of what's collectible than me. So, yeah. It took me pretty much a year to follow his advice, because I don't really have the kind of disposable income where I can just get a game that's still kind of expensive these days because it's a new game, when I'm not even going to play it. But I eventually, it's always been in my mind and always been something that I've wanted to do. So I said, I guess early this week I said, hey, let's do it. Let's just get it and then it's done with. And it's done with. It has indeed been taken care of. I have the game coming, and I will be keeping it in brand new condition. So that's what's going to be happening. In 15 years I'll have that game brand new and sealed, and hopefully it'll be worth something. If anything, it'll just be for the... I don't think I'd even sell it, I mean, because it's hard to know when to sell something like that, because it will only appreciate in value as the years pass. Like, even in 20 years' time, when it it's worth a shitload, maybe. Again, all theoretical. But if it's worth a shitload in 20 years, who's to say I'd want to sell it then? Maybe I'll be at that time saying, well, how much will it be worth in 10 years more than that? I guess it comes down to, like, if you really need the money. And hopefully I won't be in that kind of situation. Okay, let's go and warp to the far east, and hope that we can actually continue somewhere that way. And we will indeed rest at the save point up here. We are reaching that point. But I definitely wouldn't be playing Bloodstained Ritual of the Night on the Switch, because I hear that it has issues, and they've had to patch things, but maybe it's fine now because they've patched things, but yeah, I really don't want to experience it on that game, because again, I don't want to play things on console if I can avoid it. And in the case of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, I can avoid it, so I will be playing it on PC. And I love that they release it on PC. It's good. Because there are certain game companies these days that, because of piracy on the PC, choose not to release on PC. But, and I suppose it's not just piracy, it's also, you know, websites like Kinguin and, forgot the other one, there's another one that's very often used as well, where you can just get the CD keys for half the price, sometimes 70% of the price, you know. But, yeah, that's how it is. And unfortunately that makes people not want to release their game on PC these days, but I'm glad that they're doing it. Yes, certainly. I'm thinking that I'll actually be able to continue somewhere up here with a double jump. I'll try. If it doesn't look like I can, I won't bother, but I think we will be able to. Because we were almost able to get somewhere without the double jump, if you remember. Excellent. Yeah, this is definitely going to work for us. So we'll go this way first because it's closest. And we should make it. There we go. Oh, that was a little close, wasn't it? Although I think we can do a double jump up here. Yeah, we can, so that's not a problem. This guy, we want to get in close because he is very long range. Oh, epilepsy warning on that fucking flashing skull when I'm hitting it. I wonder if that is a legitimate epilepsy warning. Look, if I had fucking photosensitive epilepsy, I probably wouldn't go on the internet. Straight up. Because you never know when something's just going to appear. And there are some nasty people in this world who will actually intentionally share like GIF images that can trigger that sort of reaction in a person, so yeah, pretty nasty. I don't know if we want to go this way yet, because I think we can't make use of the rest of this space in this area until we have the bat form. So we'll just leave it be for now. I made it look like I was very expertly timing my attack, and then I just got hit anyway. Stop it, fuck off. Hit him, thank you. Oh, it's a double hit to kill the petrifying ones. Terrible. The worst is when one hits you just off the side of the screen, you know. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a fist weapon, because I'm so desperate to get a frickin' fist weapon these days. Please go down, go down. I need to get my frickin' holy water back. Did I just lose my holy water? It's all the way over there. Holy god, I'm losing a lot of health, by the way. Fucking nasty. I don't want to fight those harpies, I really don't. I'm not interested in that right now. I do have a little while to go until I actually reach a save point, so... Oh, fucking hell. I really want some brass knuckles or something like that. Something that's not the frickin' fist. This is going to turn into an actual fist-only build, not like fist weapon-only build. Fucking hell. Get out of that, and the water does hurt because Alucard is, I don't know, a vampire, and vampires don't like water, something like that. They're like cats, you know. Let's have some turkey, shall we? Hopefully this heals us for a lot. Jump, come on. Okay, no, fucking, what am I doing? Yeah, go, get it. 80, that's better than a potion, okay. I think we're safe. Now we just need to play properly. I'm annoyed that I lost my holy water, but the powder is fine, I guess. It's a weaker version of holy water, effectively. Okay, I'm gonna kill you, because you fucking suck. Managed to avoid the Medusa head there. Oh no, what did I... Oh, I got my holy water back, holy dick. I was about to say, no, come back, dust, and then I realized, wait. Oh, fuck. I was expecting to break through that wall before the Medusa head hit me there. But yeah, this is a direction that we can go in, and there's this annoying arsehole, but there's someone who deals quite a lot of damage just up the top here. But I think he also gives a decent amount of experience, so should be fine. Ooh, okay. This is an armoured flea man, which is, needless to say, worse than a regular flea man. At least I think so. Fuck off. Thank you. I can't remember what's up here. I hope it's an HP max up. I think it is. It could be both an MP and HP max up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fight this guy before I actually go for that. Just so that I'm not wasting the health that I get back as a result. Oh my god, this is terrible. Don't get it yet. Shit! I thought I'd be able to go under it without collecting it. This is not good. The problem is I can't really use holy water on him because he's flying in the air constantly. Maybe I shouldn't fight him. Usually I'm fine with him, I really am, but with a fist weapon, I don't think this is happening. So let's go and get our MP max up, or heart max up by the looks of it. That's fine. And then we'll get the fuck out of here because this guy is scaring me. I don't think he's going to give me anything. Oh, fuck off! I hate these flea men. Just go, 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 go. No, not in that direction. Fucking stop it. Look at this is me trying to escape them. And it's not fucking working. Okay. So we've got a heart max up, and I think it automatically, yeah, it raises your heart counter to the maximum that it can be increased to. 5 health. Do I have anything? Temporarily raises defense? Well, that's not going to be very helpful when I'm about to die. Will we use a library card? I don't want to, but it's starting to look like that will be necessary because I just got an HP max up. I don't want to do all this again, but... yeah, I don't have anything to... Okay, what we're going to do is we'll get a library card and we're going to buy a bunch of potions. That's what we will do. So, I think if we've got 5 HP, that's about all we can do. No, I will not use the potions to heal myself once I'm here. I will indeed go to a save point, or will I? Holy shit. I might not be able to do that. Okay, we'll have to use the potions.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
I'm interested in this.
Okay, so we'll buy another library card.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this. How much money do we have? Not much. Will we buy 5? And just spend all of our money? I suppose so. Let's do it.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this. Okay, so let's go and have a potion. Because I'm interested in having additional health. I'm interested in this. Hold on. Unequip it, please. No, stop it. Stop it. No. Okay. Getting our health back, and I think because we do have the double jump, we will be able to access something. Whether it's a save point or something else, I don't know. But we will find out. There are 2 directions that we can go in. I believe one of them requires the bat form, and the other one can be reached with the double jump. This is the double jump one. Thank you, Corpse Weed. Thanks for dying. Okay. By the way, I will be continuing my... Here we go. I will be continuing my Let's Play of Portrait of Ruin soon. Because I am just now continuing my Crystal Chronicles, Crystal Bearers recording series, so... I do think that, therefore... Oh, fuck off! I do think, therefore... Portrait of Ruin is not too far from being resumed as well. The reason why it sort of slowed down in the first place was because of Majora's Mask, but I haven't been recording much Majora's Mask lately. That will, by the way, return as a live Let's Play very soon, maybe even this week. Oh, fucking stop it. Asshole. Just Look at this fucking prick. Get out of here. Yes, I'm not the best, but it is harder when you have to get in so close. Okay, this looks like an actual legitimate continuation point, so this is encouraging. Oh god, stop it. It's much better to be physically hit by the Flea Man rather than be hit by his axe. Because that's only 7 damage, whereas his axe is 15. Fucking Flea Man, why do I have to fight so many of you? This is crazy. I am close to death again. And I was literally just at a save point, so therefore, I probably need to go back. Because, yeah, this is not happening. Yeah, there you go. So the death screen is not very long here in the original version. I believe it is skippable, like I'm pressing buttons here, and it's done. And then we will be back at the start screen. Come on. Checking memory card. I almost loaded this save, which would have been annoying. This is not like my original save of Symphony of the Night, but this is my original save for the original version on this memory card, so... Technically, I haven't actually completed Symphony of the Night on PlayStation 1. So, I suppose I'll be doing it with a fist-only build. Well, hopefully fist weapon-only build. Okay, what I'm going to do is try to run away from these guys, which might not work at all. Yeah, I think these flea men are designed to make it so that you can't fucking run away from them, but that sort of worked in my favour. We're gonna go up this time. See if anything's different up here. Nope, more fucking flea men. Yeah, believe me, there's nothing wrong about running through those previous flea men, because, believe me, we will be fighting plenty of them without fighting them as well. So, thank you for dying. This is an interesting area, this is quite large. Anything in here? Nope. Ugh, stop it with the axe. The axe is what really gets me. Pisses me off. Okay. Hit the thing then. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this. You guys probably wonder why I'm so entertained by that. But listen, if I'm interested in this, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm interested in this. Get it? Ha ha ha. Hey, I actually got hit up on this high level. Oh. I think this is just a single area. Oh, I realized that this is a bookshelf rather, that can be turned. I do remember this. Ah, here is the Holy Rod. This is a weapon that I often stick with for a long time because it does attack extremely fast. I'll demonstrate that for you. Holy Rod. So if you look at the speed at which this attacks, this speed of attack actually makes it a better weapon than weapons that are stronger than it, because a lot of them actually attack slower. I think the only weapon, really, that I use in place of this is the Alucard sword, because it attacks at the same speed, but it does shitloads more damage. So, there you go. Push the bookcase back. I don't know if that's blood on the chairs or if that's just a design for the chairs. I hope it's just a design, because that's a bit morbid. I guess I don't really hope that it's a design, because it's not really going to affect me either way if it is blood, but you know. It's quite morbid otherwise. Head down, try and not piss off the flea man if I can fucking avoid it. Okay. I will probably have a ooh, this is a boss. I will have a nip or two of whiskey. Oh, let's not have a nip of whiskey until I've dealt with this situation. Against my better judgment, well, not necessarily against my better judgment, but against my desires, I will have a potion. It's against my desires because I literally just bought potions and I'm already using one, but whatever's needed. Oh, hello, he's flying. Ugh. Stop that. Yeah. The whiskey will be my reward for this fucking fight. It's very annoying that he cannot be harmed. Oh my god, he's gonna summon fucking mudmen until... Oh, and skeletons as well. Jesus! What's your problem? Fucking mudman. Go back on the ground so I can annihilate you with... Come on, mudman. Please go back on the ground. Maybe he does this at a certain point of health. You know, this would be a whole lot easier if he could just fucking be hit while he's summoning the enemies. I'm scared of the mudmen, I really am. Whew, that was close. I'm actually pretty unimpressed with the situation at hand. Okay. No. I might actually fail this. What I want to do is focus on this guy with my fist, and then use holy water for the things that he summons. No! Oh, fuck! I couldn't see where that was going. What we need to do the next time around we fight him is actually just spam holy water. I think that's going to be worthwhile. Okay. So, oh, yes, it does need to be actually actively skipped, otherwise you will be sitting there looking at the game over screen for a while. I've got the Ardmore today. I already, I already finished my Talisker Sky quite quickly, because I love that. But, yeah. Got my Crystal Nosing Glass, which I have now had for a bit over a year. About a year and a half. Before then I just used a regular Glencairn Nosing Glass. I mean, this is Glencairn as well, but it's a crystal one. A nip, I say. That's a double. Maybe. Anyway. Okay. Let's get moving. Get moving. It's funny because I very much enjoy the Ardmore, but back to back with Talisker Sky, it has quite a lack of substance, actually. It's weird. Or maybe this is this particular bottle, I don't know. Very occasionally you can get bottles that just aren't good because they've been, like in transit, they were not treated properly. And when I say treated, I mean not treated with respect. So, for example, you can, in transit, have them be left in the sun and things like that, and that would obviously excuse me, affect anything. No, hopefully I can get through here. I think I was lucky when I got through here last time because I didn't get hit too much. I think I actually took less damage this time, which is good. That's what I like to see. Okay. Now, we're heading straight for the boss, I think. Oh, fuck me, Dad. Look how much fucking damage I've taken because I'm trying to run for the boss. These guys are actually designed to make it so that you can't really escape them. I really think that. Okay, boss is just here. Hope you're ready for some oh, asshole. Get back down here. Get back down here! You waited before doing this last time. Prick. The problem is that he flies forwards, right? And I have to be very close to him to be able to hit him. So I have to try and... Really not impressed with all this. I don't like this boss at all. And then the Mudman is hitting me for a lot of damage. This is really quite frustrating. Okay. I will concede that I'm just not really cut out to... No, stop it. I'm going to use another one. I will concede that I'm not really cut out for this fight because of my current setup. No, stop! I didn't mean to use another one. I forgot that I hadn't replaced my empty fist with the fucking thing. Oh, shit. I sort of wasted a potion there because I wasn't able to recover all that health. Fucking hell! This is actually where a fucking fist-only build is becoming very frustrating. You know, if he wasn't frickin' invincible when he was doing that, this would be really... not a difficult fight at all. I'm doing 6 per fucking hit. So it ends up being like 18 or 12 damage each time I'm going for him, which is kind of fucking bad. I'm stuck in a corner now. Fuck off. And then, of course, the whole design of the skeletons is so that you can't jump over them because they throw their bones above, right? Oh, now I can... Oh, fuck off. Look at this absolute shit fest of a fucking situation. Fuck off, and, you know, you couldn't make it up, could you? You couldn't make it up. It's literally designed to kill me. Holy shit, I want to restart after that because that was just... That was extremely poor. Okay, out of potions, whatever. Eat my ass. Fuck off. I'm doing very poor right now. But the problem is that I can only hit him 2 or 3 times each time, and he's invincible for like half the time that I can hit him, because he's summoning someone constantly. This is just garbage. This is really garbage. Whatever. It's so funny because I've never really struggled with this boss until I went fist only. That's when I started to struggle, clearly. He's always been the sort of boss that you've just shit on because he doesn't really do that much, but I'm starting to realize that actually he can do quite a lot. Oh, God. And then to add insult to injury, I've got this fucking room to deal with, which is always a fucking nightmare. No, stop it. Go away. I'm getting better and better, apparently, with that room. I don't even think I want to go this way. We will succeed with that boss, we just need to try a few more times, that's all. Okay, you can go that way, that's fine. Fuck off. Okay. Hello. Hey, stay down there, that's really good. No, don't fly. Why does he... Oh, why does he only stay on the ground for a very, very short time? I feel like an opening... holy water would be necessary. Just need to be really careful with what we do. My point being that we pay attention to his forward movement and not let him fucking touch us stupidly. Okay, I'm going to use another potion. Actually, I won't. I'll wait. I didn't jump high enough. Fuck off. Stop with your fucking flying. And then, of course, as soon as he stops flying forwards, he starts casting again. This is the frustration. It's the fact that he's invincible while he's casting that it becomes very frustrating. And difficult to do. Oh no, I hate that attack. Because it's not just where he shoots it, it's not just the line of attack. It also has an outward effect once it makes contact with the ground. Okay. Oh, he's on the ground, holy dick. Quick. No, fucking asshole! This is so tantalizing because he actually goes on the ground, he's like, ha ha, hit me, ha ha ha. And then he goes straight back in the fucking air. Dickhead. And again, invincible. Please die very soon. I would absolutely love it if you could die, sir. Mr. Guy with... I mean, what is he, mythologically speaking? I'm not being given a name for him when I hit him. But it's definitely something, you know, like a... whatever you call it. Why am I not able to think of this? Anyway, there is a mythological creature that is sort of matching what he is in my mind, but I can't remember the name of it now. Oof. Incubus, that's what it is. See how I don't know, like I naturally sort of run into it while trying to avoid it. Maybe it's my stupidity. There we go. Fuck off. Those mudmen with their fucking ranged attack. Hey, get him, get him, get him. Why did I miss him at that fucking range with holy water? What the fuck? Is he dead? Die. Look how much fucking damage I'm dealing to him with holy water. Get him. No, fuck off. I got him. Fuck off. Fuck that fight. Terrible. with the fist. For me, because I suck. But, you know, terrible. Let's find a save point, for fuck's sake. That was miserable. Okay. Do we want to continue up there? I don't think there was anything there, but I guess in the future I will look at that and go, why haven't I fully explored that? So I guess I'd better go and have a look and see what's over there. Or the well, my meaning being, actually explore it on the map. Flea Man. This whole area is frustrating when you're using a fist weapon. It's incredible because the things that didn't frustrate you before are suddenly an absolute fucking nightmare to deal with. You can see that because we have leveled up, we're having 14 damage dealt to us as opposed to 15 with these attacks, but it's still fucking annoying. Okay. Go back and then hit the Flea Man or something, yeah, you're... Fucking hell. It's not unless you actually fucking fight them, as often as I am right here, with a fist weapon, that you really truly appreciate how annoying it is to have this little dickhead jumping around. Fucking stop! It's just, there's no strategy. It's just like, press the fucking buttons and hope you fucking hit the dickhead, because I'm telling you now, he's jumping around almost aimlessly, swinging his freaking axe around aimlessly. And it's scary. It's like, what the fuck am I... Look at him, it's terrible. Who designed this thing? I can deal with it, but fuck me. It's annoying. Potion. Or should I just go to the frickin'... No. If I try to go to the save point, I will die in that hallway. Fuck that. Terrible. Not a good idea. No, I used it. Whatever. At least it wasn't a waste, because I do have enough health, possible HP remaining. Or rather, you know, I have enough total HP for that to actually be useful, rather than it being completely wasted. Okay, yeah. So, we've got the Holy Rod and something else over here, forgot what it was, but we'll have a look and see. Come on. I do need hearts at this point, because I did use a lot in that boss fight, so... Stone Mask. What does the Stone Mask do? I should actually double check that. We will check. Right now. Sunglasses, Stone Mask. Oh. It's an increase of defense, an increase of intelligence. So this is actually a positive upgrade in every single sense. So Topaz Circlet. How does this compare? Less defense. A whole lot more intelligence. Look, we're not really using intelligence to any degree of effect, I don't think. So we won't bother with that. Oh. I think I was backdashing to move that. Stop. Look at you. Why are you... Oh, that's why. I was about to say, why are you only dealing 13 damage now? It's because I put the Stone Mask on. Which is an increase of defense for me. Oh. Get away, get away! Who designed you guys? Absolutely miserable, and my memory of this is that this goes to a dead end. So maybe I should have fucking gone this way first. Whatever. Maybe there's something game-breaking over here. I don't remember. I just remember that it's a dead end or something. Oh, it's mist. Well, I don't get mist here, do I? Or do I? No! Oh, well, balls. Okay, fine. So what did we even get there? We got stuff. Bronze cuirass? No, that's worse. I don't think it was any of this, no. Okay, does any of this do anything for us? No, that's just to sell. Did we get anything here? No. Haven't really picked up much, have we? We got a Frankfurter, we got Takemitsu, I'm pretty sure, and what was the other thing? Not sure, but you know what? I'm still pissed, because that was a dead end, and I feel like we spent a lot of potions here that we had just bought in this area just for us to kill one freaking boss, and... yeah, nasty. Look, it's my best friend. Mr. Flea Man with the armor. And the axe. It's not just the armor, it's the freaking axe that gets me. The armor doesn't make it all that great either, but fucking hell. Like, here's my favorite room. Yeah, launch me further that way. That is fucking beautiful. Keep doing that. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, I will overwrite data, because I have indeed achieved something, which is consume 5 potions to kill 1 boss. After spending like $4,000 on it, or 4,000 gold, whatever currency they choose to use, which is something they can never decide on. What we will do is we will go back to the shop, we will sell our zircons, onyx, all of that shit, because I do believe that that's used for selling. Look at my inability to hit this thing. And what we will do is buy some more potions. I, again, don't think I'm interested in this, but I do think that it's only for selling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
I'm interested in this.
So, if we have a look and see what... Okay, we now almost have 6,000 gold, which is good. But there might be something else that's useful to get here. Probably not, but I would like to look anyway. This is what we'll ultimately be trying to get. It's 30,000 gold, is quite a lot. But looks like when you're in the shop, the unit is gold. That's fine. We'll get 6 potions.
Thank you.
Farewell for now.
Bye-bye for now.
Or maybe he says goodbye for now. I don't know, I can't really hear him. All I know is, I'm interested in this. And
Thank you.
I mean, you guys are hearing it enough in the game already, but then you have to listen to me say it as well. You have my apologies. Okay. Now, here's the question. No, I was about to say, do we want to continue in the direction we were going before, when we used the library card in the first place, or go somewhere else? I think it's the former. So we will do... Fuck off. We will do that. I'm using my backdash because I'm officially pissed. No, I'm not really pissed, it's just I want to get somewhere fast at this point, because we have a lot of distance to travel right now. Look at him constantly moving in a fucking direction where I'm going to get hit if I try to go there. Asshole. But yeah, we are traveling much greater distances here. In a short space of time, which is good. Okay. Yes, fighting enemies is useful for getting experience, but I think the enemies here are pretty weak, you know, compared to our current level. So, I'm not going to go out of my way to fight them. Right now, I'm going to go out of my way to get back to where I was before. So, we will do that. There wasn't even a save point there, no, we had to continue further. Keeping in mind that we have acquired our HP and heart max up in that room, so we don't have to bother with doing that again, which is good. Hello. Hi. We've only got 48 hearts here, so we do need to focus on collecting hearts. In fact, more specifically, focusing on breaking this stuff so that we can get hearts. And the money's useful too, obviously. Okay, so the regular Medusa heads require 2 hits as well. Are you gonna die? Are you gonna die? I'm only doing this because I am close to a save point that I will be resting at, so it doesn't really matter how much damage he does to me as long as he doesn't kill me. But I'm not really counting on that. Or wasn't really counting on that. Because that is now a past situation. We've already killed him. Okay. Save point is up here. Frustratingly going back and forth between the 2 screens. That I always do that. It's like the obligatory pot break to find the item that I'm going to not actually want to replace what I currently have equipped. Stupid. One day, I will learn. Okay. Now, we want to go... Wait, is it... No, it's up here. And to the west. There is a temptation to check down at the lower level over here to see if there's anything that I can access item-wise from the bottom. using my double jump, but I don't think I'll bother with that. I've decided that I'm lazy today. I want nothing more than to actually get to my destination, and that has been quite considerably hampered by either my stupidity or the frustrating nature of the enemies in the area. Probably my stupidity. Now, it's been kind of crazy weather these days in Sydney. Probably on the east coast of Australia in general. Or probably east coast of New South Wales in general. And I thought the weather had finally relaxed, but no, it's nice and windy again, which is fine. I don't mind a bit of wind. As long as no trees fall down on top of me, then I'm fine. Obviously, I don't think people really appreciate... This is the problem, that fucking skull is right where I'm trying to jump. I think I was mitigating that risk before by pulling them towards me and killing them before I went that way. So maybe I should actually use my freaking brain and do that this time. Let's give that a try, shall we? Of course, it is necessary for us to go into this next area and then back into the area we were in previously to actually have the bridge reset, or the path reset. I don't really know how to refer to it. I guess it's sort of a bridge. Yeah, it is a bridge. No, it's not really a bridge, it's just a thing that crumbles. Okay, come over here. I know that you're here, but I want your friend to come here. Phantom Skull. Hey. Hey. Here we go. This is the guy that we want to kill. He's a prick. Don't go down, I can't hit you there. Come on. Just a little higher up. Good boy. Don't be shy. Fucking asshole. Makes a little moaning noise when I kill him. Go moan somewhere else. Come on. It's funny how the last time I came through here I just didn't have an issue with the skulls, and then suddenly I have a fucking major issue with them. Nope. Jump. Fucking shit, that was scary. As you can see, getting in close is absolutely necessary with that gun. There we go. And those items that we saw back there are things that we want the bat form to actually acquire. By items, I mean the ones that were sort of floating in the air. There were 3 of them. Well, the platforms were floating in the air. The items themselves weren't floating in the air. Okay, let's just head down here. I'm not interested in... Oh, I'm not interested in this. Come on. Okay, I'll kill you because you're... No, never mind. I've immediately changed my mind on that. Okay. I'll kill you because... Stop with your freaking kicking attack, it's so annoying. Oof. Come on. There we go. I think No, I didn't kill her. Come on, she shall die soon, says Doomlink. Don't go off the screen, please. And then she does a fly kick from off the fucking screen to hit me. Bitch. God. What's your problem? Just be normal. Fight me like a... Oh, no. Come on, Holy Water, where art thou? Where art thou? There you are. I mean, there's another one further up, but you never know. I might need this until then, or before then. Hi. Stop it. No. Look. It's really difficult when I have to get in close. It's just the way it is. Like, there's a certain dimension of difficulty that you don't enter when you actually have a weapon with some level of range to it, but when you've got your stupid freaking fist doing this, it's like, well, I have to basically be sniffing you to... I don't know why I said that, but, you know, I basically have to be extremely close to do anything. And it is frustrating. So what we're going to do in this area is try to... I don't know if I want to fight the enemies in here, or if I just want to run through. I'm really not sure. Because these guys are pretty strong. And we do need to get through here to actually reach a save point. Okay, I'll fight you normally. You'll die. Thank you. So it's not those guys, it's the invisible guys. These guys here. With their frickin' swords. I haven't fought them with a frickin' fist weapon before. Yeah, that's not happening. No way. On this fucking green earth are we gonna deal with that. Oh dear. Go, 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 go. I need to make sure that I go the right way. I think this is the wrong way. Yeah, that's the wrong way. Come on. Oh god. Oh god. Ugh. Okay, I think this is the way to go. Maybe. No, no. Not good enough. Oh shit, fuck. This is not good enough. I know it looked like I just stood there and took that, but I was trying to backdash. Fuck you. You know how long it took me to get to that point? Quite a while. Fucking shit. Again, the game is not difficult at this point. But I'm literally using the same thing that I used when I first started the game, which is my bare fist. I have yet to pick up a frickin' fist weapon. I think it might reach the point. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look online to see where the fist weapons are, and how many of them there actually are, because this is pissing me off. I'm going to have a look at a weapons list. The hell is this? strategywiki.org. Okay, Castlevania.fandom.com, this is where we're going to go. Where's my scroll thing? Come on. Oh, that's my scroll thing. They've stylized it. That's interesting. Okay. Now, let's see if we can find... Oh, this is just a general items list. Oh, hand items, here we go. Come on. This site is a little slow on my computer. Or on my laptop, more specifically. Come on. Okay. So... looking for fist weapons. I'm assuming they'll be placed in the same sort of area. Here we go. Here we go. So we've got there aren't too many fist weapons actually. We've got 2, 4, 5. Jesus. Okay, so we've got the Knuckle Duster, Blue Knuckles, Jewel Knuckles, Iron Fist, Fist of Talcus. So we get the Blue Knuckles as a drop from a toad. We haven't really fought any toads yet. Outer Wall, dropped from a Rock Knight. These are the Jewel Knuckles. Werewolves drop Iron Fists. Lions drop Fist of Talcus. So what we really want to do is actually find an enemy that can drop it. This is not something that we're just picking up. We do find the Jewel Knuckles somewhere in the Outer Wall, but I don't know where the Outer Wall is. Isn't the Outer Wall that the place we're in right now? Isn't it? How do we check that? Is there a thing that says where we are right now? Let me just check this. I think we're in the Outer Wall right here. So I think I can actually see that. Like so. If I... No, stop it. No, I don't think it does show me. Let's have a look and see. It's apparently something that we can find. Outer Wall. Does it show us where we are when we walk in through here? No. Well, that's not very helpful, is it? Do I really have to Google where the fucking Outer Wall is? Because I would like to know for sure. Okay, how about... What I'm doing, guys, is... This is my last resort. This is where I'm like, okay, I've used an actual bare fist for long enough. I've been playing for 3 hours in this game, and I haven't even changed weapons yet. It's time to find something else. And I think what it will be is the Jewel Knuckles, because that will actually do some frickin' damage. So, it's an additional 21 attack over what I have right now, which is very good. So we're going to have a look and see where the Jewel Knuckles are located. We are going to check a YouTube video that will show us where to pick them up. Hopefully it's not the frickin' inverted castle or anything like that. Let's have a look and see. Castle, let's not one hand type this. Jewel Knuckles, here we go. That is a regular recording video. Early Dual Knuckles and Mirror Cuirass without mist. Okay. So the... Okay. Let's have a look and see, shall we? God, the game looks a little bit different when it's not in the original version. Jesus Christ, look at the difference. It's also in 4.3, I can see. What's that? Sorry guys, I do apologize that I have to do this, but... What's this guy doing? What did he do? What? I don't even know how he did that, and I probably have to listen to his explanation to do it. Possibly. Well, I could try getting there. I was right in that the place we're in right now is the outer wall. As far as the room that he's in... Well, let's try to find it. I think we got in there, but I might not have... Oh, there we go, heart max up. So we didn't go in there before. That's good to know. This thing here, I think we attack this, and then that... What does this do? Elevator activated. Here we go. This is something that we've been wanting to activate, I think. This is going to make life a little easier, and we can actually get the wolf thing now, I believe. Let's have a look. Here we go. Is the Soul of Wolf. Excellent. Well, there's that, but I think past this guy over here, there's the room that person I was watching had gotten into. Maybe. No, it's not here. It's somewhere further down. I apologize for the confusion, guys, but... Yeah, it's obviously further down. I'm used to not actually using the elevator, so... Ow. Oh, I see it. It's way down there. I was thinking it was around here, but no, it is actually right down here. Even further down again. Okay, so we want to go... Oh, I can actually get that golden pot this time. Because I do have... the double jump. What's this? Just a garnet. Really? After all that? God damn it. Why am I even bothering breaking that thing? Okay, so what have we got? Over here is where... Okay, I think... Yes, I see. So we don't... Apparently there's some weird thing that we can do. Which is... basically standing here. Then, yeah, I think we just stand here and then it takes us down. Is that right? Unless... I basically watched a video where this guy stood here and he was taken down to a lower level. But I don't think he did anything in particular. Doesn't seem to be working. I'm not sure how you would do it. Maybe it's not in the original version? I don't know. But, yeah, I'm not sure. That's a little frustrating. Okay, well, instead, let's have a look and see. And I apologize, I can't really read the chat. Oh. Okay. Whatever. Dual Knuckles and Mirror Cuirass. Now, am I going to use this Mirror Cuirass? No, because it's actually weak compared to what I have. The silver plate is better than the Mirror Cuirass. Now, it doesn't even have any specific effect. Oh, polished to resist stoning. So that should let me resist the... well, I guess petrification is what it actually is. Okay, let's use the frickin' Jewel Fist. I'm actually at the point... This is probably what that guy was talking about. About getting... Oh, Jesus, look at the difference in damage. That's very good. But this is probably what that guy was talking about in the stream. I think it was the first recording that I did. He was talking about whether or not I had that. Let's head back up. But he was talking about whether or not I was going to get this, I'm pretty sure. And I said no, because I didn't want to have something that I was going to rely on for the rest of the game. I might not rely on this for the rest of the game. But one thing I can certainly say is that I'm frickin' sick of using the same goddamn fist all the time. So now I'm using a slightly different fist, the game feels slightly different again, and now we can continue, which is good. Okay. So let's continue. I never like it when I have to do things like check something online, because you guys don't really go on the journey with me. You can't see what I'm checking, you just have to listen to me talking to myself, basically. But now that I can actually punch things with greater damage, I feel like we'll be getting through this game a little bit easier. Which is necessary because I suck, and I will admit that readily. Because, you know, I think I've demonstrated it enough. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm very skilled at this game, after the performance that I've been demonstrating in this video and in others. So, I mean, definitely I have the potential to get better. It's just, the reason why I fucking suck is because it's been so long since I played, I've basically lost all my skill. Everything that I'm doing here is just very vague muscle memory, and any level of skill that I had in the game before this point has since drained away in the, in time itself, or what's a more poetic way to phrase that? It's, the passage of time has, ow, that was actually in the head. Yeah, let's not bother with any poetic sentences at this point. I'm trying to play a video game. One shot you, get out of here. I'm not here trying to speedrun, but I am trying to, you know, get somewhere relatively quickly. So what we will do is head to the save point up here, and then we will be able to go into that area that we were repeatedly dying in before. It is indeed reaching that point where we do need to actually progress through there, because we've been going there quite a lot recently. In other words, having to return to it a lot recently. That's me saying okay while drinking. Alright, so this is where we want to go. I will actually head down the lower level because I would like to confirm the situation there. Let's have a look. Ooh. Ow. That is a really nasty highlighting of the skull whenever we hit it. It's very very vibrant, very fluorescent, and if I hit him repeatedly, it is almost epileptic. So, or epilepsy inducing. I don't know if you can call that epileptic, probably not, but doesn't look like there's anything going on down here. Basically, the reason why I came here is because I was thinking I could interact with something with the double jump that I couldn't interact with before, but it doesn't really look like it. So what we will do is head back to where we were before. I have lost a little bit of health unnecessarily here, but we do have some potions to consume, so I'm not... Should I go back to the save point? Maybe we will, just to make sure that we get through the future part. Or by the future part, I mean like where we had died before, without needing to use potions unnecessarily. What is our potion count right now? We have 6, that's pretty good. Makes me wonder why I didn't use my potions before. I guess the reason why was because I was getting hit for so much frickin' health that, or rather hit for so much damage. What's the best way to say that? Well, either way, I was losing so much health before that I think I didn't even have the... I didn't really have the health, or the maximum health, available to even get benefit out of using the potion, because it was just dealing so much damage in a short time. So in other words, I was put in a situation where I probably had maybe 120 damage dealt to me in an instant. I could be wrong, I think they were hitting me for 50. No, I think they were hitting me for 30 per hit, so maybe not. I'm just theorizing. But I'm thinking that there's a fair chance. Fucking hell. Are we doing this again? Yes, we are. Again, I'm very confused as to why that wasn't an issue when I first came through here in this recording. But now it's suddenly a big issue again. Those fucking skulls being in the way. Whatever. I've gotten in the habit of, oh, why is it all foggy here now? Does that just happen randomly? It's like intermittent fog. Whatever. Okay. So we're going to bring the skull guy over here. There we go. Come on, don't be shy. Hopefully I can one-shot these guys now. Yes, I can. This is what I like to see. Get out of my face. Thank you very much. Hello. No, fuck. Oh, that was very close. No, this time he's actually fucking thrown me off. Dickhead. Absolute dickhead. I thought I was safe, and then he goes and hits me a second time. Just to assert his dominance over me. Prick. Okay. The worst part about this is that I do have to go into the other area to get the bridge, or the pathway, I guess we'll call it, because it's not really a bridge, to reset. It's stupid. And frustrating. But it is what it is. Yes, I'm taking the risk. Yes. That's what I was actually aiming to do. That wasn't fluked. That's why I went there without killing the skull. Just trying to get through here as fast as possible at this point. I'm pissed. Is there another skull? No, there isn't. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Okay, we should be at our max heart number, and we should also be one-shotting these Medusa heads, which is going to be a lot easier as compared to needing to hit them twice. Oh no, this fucking garbage again. Again, it's just this this urge to hit things that can be broken that results in repeated situations such as me losing my holy water in this area. So I'm going to try to avoid that. Is that a one-shot? Maybe. Okay. I'm starting to reach the point where I probably don't have an excuse for dying because I'm dealing a lot of damage with this fist. And I can hit extremely frequently. Like, I can probably do 3 hits in a second. So, what that means is that these enemies really don't have a leg to stand on. Look how fast they're dying. So therefore, if I'm dying, that's probably pretty sad. I was hoping to catch him with my attack. No, fucking... Okay, they're actually not dealing that much damage, but I think they are able to hurt me very... Ooh, let's get that. So I did a critical hit that... Okay, what we're going to do is actually kill all of these swords when they do appear. The reason why is because I don't want to get hurt by... Okay, so the situation that we were in last time was we got cornered by like 3 of them. I want to avoid that. And by doing that, or the way in which we're going to avoid that, is by killing them individually when they appear. Like this. Why did no damage numbers appear there? Weird. Thanks for letting me know, Jenny Jones. I appreciate the update. But anyway, I don't think I've ever gotten... No, I have gotten Dolphin working, but that was in the old days, you know. I'm sure Dolphin is not even the same thing that it was when I was using Dolphin. And I was only using it to try and record, but it really wasn't working. Healing mail. Is that decent? No, not really. Alright. I haven't really played the Metal Gear Solid games. Never really bothered. I was planning on playing Peace Walker, but it never happened. It's just the way it is. Particularly with me. Maybe it's not that way for other people, but for me, I have plans to do things and then they just don't eventuate. I think it's pretty clear that that's how it happens with me. I'm just going up through this high level because I can see that it hasn't been discovered. Okay, fuck this. No. I'm finding a save point before we do that shit, because that's just stupid. No way. I'm not risking failure to discover that. No way on this green earth. I mean, I can probably still deal with those guys, it's just I really do at this point want a save point, because I have been through here a number of times before. Oh, it's the frickin' boss, it's Karasu, man. Okay, get down here, I'm gonna annihilate. What is happening with the holy water? He's gonna die in a second, you watch. There we go. Bye, Karasu, man. Karasuman. Karasuman. Okay. with that, hopefully we can reach a save point. That was the fastest freaking boss in the world. Okay, this location. This is interesting. And I like this, it's epic. Alrighty. So just here is a save point. And I believe that this is leading us to where I thought we were going before, but we actually needed the bat form to reach it from where we were. Now, we're actually at Dracula's throne. But we're not going there yet because we're not ready. We haven't progressed enough through this game to allow us to really deal with Dracula right now. And I think we need the bat form to reach him anyway, so yeah, not happening. I believe that there are some HP max ups and some MP max ups over here. No, I'm wrong. I'm thinking of the inverted castle. Let's just confirm that we can't continue over here. Yeah, it's not looking like we can. We can drop down, which is not happening. We don't want to do that just yet. Or maybe we do. If we drop down there, where do we end up? We end up over there. Okay. Where do we go from here? Looks like we go to the outer wall and then take that long path to the west and continue down. Okay. Netflix is doing a Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen anime series. What the fuck? Is it April Fool's Day or what? Anyway, whatever. As if that's fucking needed. You know, of all the fantasy anime that exists. 3 decades of fantasy anime and we need fucking Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen the anime. Wake me up when it's over. Anyway, for fuck's sake. Okay. We are heading to the outer wall, where we will head sort of into the center area there, close to what would be the center. But before we do that, we will save at the save point just further up, which we have done many times at this point. Is it just me, or is the number for our heart counter actually turns white when we are in the CD loading zone, which I believe is what it's intended to be. So that path between the areas. Because it does say CD there, and I never really thought about it being a loading zone, but I guess it is. I'll actually check that. Haven't heard of that game before, Jenny Jones. I'm not really playing recent games these days. I think the fact that I'm always playing older games on my channel is an indicator of the fact that I don't really play modern games, but I do at times, but not often. Usually it's for series that I've touched on over a long period of time. No, why did I think that I had... There we go, it's when I'm changing areas that... Sorry, I've just been looking at my... Oh, that must be what it is. So it's flashing between green and white extremely fast. And it pauses the screen with the counter on the white. Now, I didn't even realize that it was flashing from green to white, really. I thought it was just, you know, the wavering graphics of the game, but that's actually what's happening, so... Yeah, that's why I was like, why does the heart number go white? See, it's actually white right now, because I've paused it right when it was flashing white. Now, when it flashes white, I can actually read what the fucking number is. It's very difficult when it's green, because it's such a fluorescent green that it's difficult to really look at. The Mongol invasion of Japan in the 13th century. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Oh. No. No. Okay. What? So, yeah, I would like to play games that are set in ancient Japan. I think Nioh was a game that I wanted to play. But, never got around to that. Assuming that's ancient Japan, I don't know. And of course everyone's screaming, play Sekiro, play Sekiro. Yeah, eventually. It will happen. Believe me. We want to go down from here. You can play as an honorable samurai or the ghost. PS4 exclusive. Oh, well, I'm never playing it. Fuck that shit. Fuck it to all hell. Not to be rude, but yeah, fuck it to all hell. Again, we're on the white. Okay. So yeah, I will call that the CD loading zone from now on. Because I never really thought about it being used as a load, but that's a very smooth way to have a loading screen, I have to say. They actually make you cross, and they make it so that it will load in that time. Like, you cannot actually leave it so fast that it hasn't finished loading yet. Oof. Please die. Thank you. Those things make disgusting noises. That's just me. Hi. You're about to die. Stop walking away. You are... What's the word? Delaying the inevitable. What's the phrase, rather? Speedrun strats? Wow! Doomling's a speedrunner all of a sudden. Who would have thought? No, I'm just getting used to the controls finally. Oh shit, what do we press to get these palms to... Oh shit. So usually what I do when I'm playing through this game is I will naturally find the thing that I need to activate to have these paths open up. But I don't know where it is. How... I clearly haven't activated it this time. I don't know why. It's very frustrating. It's usually something that I just find naturally while playing through the area, but I haven't done it. Excuse me. Fucking Jesus! Fucking boomerang dickheads! Get out! Please. Oh, do I have the... I do have this. And I haven't been here yet. This must be it. Yeah, when I stand on this, that will open them. There we go. So that was my stupidity. I didn't actually... Well, I wouldn't even say it was stupidity. I had no intention of going down yet. Until now. So I wouldn't go so far as to say it's my stupidity for not going back and trying to open that. But it did cause me to have a bit of concern as to where it even was. But yeah, we found it. It's all good. Just so that we don't get confused, we will go down this place first, because this is the first one that we can go down, based on the direction we were coming from. Okay, library card is over here, and we've got an attack potion, which I will never use. Except for maybe during a boss, if I can remember that it even exists in my inventory. Okay, so we can head down through here. Maybe we can break this wall? No, we can't. That's alright. We are now at our max for hearts, I think. Yes, we are. We have 105. Or is that a 6? I don't know if it's a 5 or a 6. I really don't. But at least there's only a discrepancy of 1. Oh, that's... Fucking shit! I knew that was going to happen. I was like, that guy with his fucking bones is going to send me into here, thus causing me to lose my holy water. That's exactly what fucking happened. Dickhead. Absolute dickhead. Alright, what's happening in here? So we are heading to a sort of an underground waterway. Maybe it's not even underground. Maybe we're still in the castle, but yeah. YouTube auto-switched to your stream after I finished another video. Is that right? That's pretty funny. Well, welcome to the live stream. I did not know that YouTube would autoplay live recordings while they were in progress. That's pretty crazy. But I'm glad you found it. Did you get a notification for the stream out of interest? Because I do wonder about how notifications are put out to people. I don't think they're particularly consistent. If you'd like to, you can join my Discord server and you can be notified when I go live pretty much every time. I say pretty much every time because sometimes I do forget to mention when I go live, but if you'd like to join my Discord server, just let me know and I'll send you an invite link. And Jenny Jones is welcome to join as well. Oh, Jesus. These spears are very annoying, but at least I'm not really taking damage from them at this point. I've got a decent amount of defense now. Let's continue this way first. What is that one room? Oh, I see the room. Or do I? Maybe I don't see the room. You got the notification an hour after I went live. Great. Really helpful. Thanks, YouTube. Oh, no. Hey, holy water. That's what we want. Don't get that frickin' holy Bible. Yeah, fuck that spear guy. He's not going to give me so much experience that it's worth going back to fight him anyway. Heart max up, that's what we want. We'll be able to use more of our delightful holy water. Is it getting darker? Yeah, it is getting a bit darker, isn't it? We're losing some natural lighting, but that's okay. Because I'm still perfectly visible. Says Doomlink. Oh, I can't get through there this time. Alright. I'm struggling with the simple things today. Hold on. Should we go down? Yeah, I think we should go down. I think it's just an alternate way to actually get to the same place, maybe. Apparently the Konami Castlevania mobile game flopped. Good riddance. I'd have to agree. Who has time for a mobile game of Castlevania? I don't really know what it's like. I mean, if it's some frickin' microtransaction-filled piece of garbage, then yeah, I'm glad that it disappeared. But if it wasn't, then I wouldn't necessarily say good riddance, but yeah, I know nothing about it, so yeah. Yeah, this is just an alternate way to get to the same place. In the other direction, we just fall down. Here, we actually make our way down manually with our 2 feet. What's in here? This seems interesting. No. No. No throwing knives, please. They are terrible. I wish they were better, I really do, because I think that they are functionally good in the way that you can throw a knife at infinite distance horizontally in front of you, but they just do fuck all in terms of damage. Here we go, we've got an HP max up. It's good to see. I will take that and enjoy it. Just going to try and break these walls. Looks like they are not breakable. Let us move on. It was very confusing for me when I first played this game, and because I didn't realize that this was a frickin' place to step on. Basically, it's drawers with one of them pulled out so we can jump on it. That's so really silly, but interesting as well. I don't mind that too much. Send me the invite to Discord. Sometimes YouTube notifies you too late. You're in Ethan's Discord? No, it's not the same one, actually. Mine is actually completely dedicated to my channel. YouTube notifications sometimes are very strange. Yes, they are. Ethan's Discord was just something that he made on a whim. And it doesn't really do anything, but mine is it's almost an archival Discord with all sorts of information relating to my channel. But more than anything else, for you guys at the very least, it's a way to get notified immediately when I go live, as opposed to an hour after I go live. So I will send you a link. And again, Jenny is welcome to join if she wishes to. Hold on. Just going to get a link and I will send it. And if your name is different on Discord to what it is on YouTube, I would appreciate you letting me know that you are that person from YouTube. Oh, hi Ethan. There we go. You don't think you made a Discord? If you haven't made one, then you don't have to make one just for this server, because what that will probably end up being is a case of you constantly being offline and never getting the notifications anyway, so. I'm very disconnected from social media as well. Discord is the only thing that you could refer to as social media that I actually have, but you could technically... Yeah, this is the thing. Is social media private or extremely public? This is kind of what you have to decide. Twitter is one of those things where you can really involve yourself with the outside world. For me, most of the information of the world that I get is from my specific Discord communities, which are very closed off, I'd like to say. So, it's not typical social media. But yeah, I would never have, for example, a Twitter account for my channel, because that would never happen. So I use Discord. I think it's better for closed communities, personally. As opposed to Twitter. Fuck Twitter. Not my thing. Shiitake, and we can now drop down, because that dickhead with the spear is not interesting to me. My stomach is rumbling, I am so hungry. I'm filling it with naught but whiskey. But, that's the way we go, that's how we roll in Doomlink Land. You were part of a Facebook group until some crazy stalker kept harassing me. Jesus. Stalkers are scary. I will say just generally, I'm saying this conversationally, not to scare you or anything, but one of my hobbies is watching crime documentaries. I've reached the point, as of several years ago actually, I reached the point where I had watched every single documentary I could possibly watch on serial killers, so I branched out into, you know, disaster documentaries, general crime documentaries, you know, rapes, murders, generally single murders. There's no shortage of documentaries on single and double murders and things like that. Serial killers, yeah, once you've watched like 100, you've kind of reached the limit. But single murders, you'll never run out of those. And the most disturbing ones for me are the stalker ones. The ones where a guy actually stalks a female until they finally meet their demise, and that's disturbing. And oftentimes, you know, the police are contacted, and there's nothing that can be done really to just keep the girl safe. And it's fucked up. It's really awful. It's awful stuff. I've become extremely desensitized to murder in its concept, because, you know, when you watch documentaries about murder, even serial murder, the life of a person being cut short becomes sort of like a yeah, whatever. But if it's a prolonged psychological battle of a person being afraid of someone stalking them, I mean, you're talking about online stalking, bit of a different thing. But it just reminded me that, yeah, murder, or rather stalking that leads to murder, is some of the scariest shit for me, because I'm like, ooh, I can almost put myself in that situation. Like, if I had that shit going on in my life, like, that would be particularly nasty. You live in Texas, so you're armed with 6 guns. And Ethan does stalk me, this is true. You were 16 when you were in that Facebook group? Oh, believe me, you can be stalked at an age younger than 16. Sad, but true. Oh, this guy. This is a weird boss. He's not very difficult to kill. Worm. Or Rim? Rim? I said worm because that was the first thing that came to mind, like W-Y-R-M. But it's not that, it's Rim. Having issues hitting him consistently here. Whoa, he came out much further than I was expecting. You can see that I'm actually a little bit overpowered for this area. This is a mini-boss of sorts, not a full boss. And he's only dealing 2 damage to me each time I make contact with him. Look at that. So yeah, I was actually wanting to come here sooner, it's just I got a bit lost and that didn't end up happening. Okay, so we want to get through here as soon as possible. But yeah, there's a lot of creepy stuff when it comes to stalking in the world. And it's nasty. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so from now on, when we go down here, we will do so at our peril, because it will hurt. We are a vampire, and water hurts, apparently. I think the boss is in that direction, so we'll go over here first. Okay. Pot roast, yeah. Hold on, let me just see if there's anything. No, nothing over there. But really, some of the stuff that I've looked at online makes me glad I'm not female. Like, really? I do entertain the thought of being female at times, but And not like such that I would get a fucking sex change, because that's awful, but at least in my opinion. If people really want to do that, then sure. But anyway, the point being that I'm glad that I'm not, because some of the shit that I watch, like, ugh, nasty. If you attract the wrong fucking person into your life, that can be very scary. And unfortunately, there are a whole lot more crazy men out there than crazy women who will wish you harm. There are definitely crazy women as well. That much needs to be understood, but... Stop with the frickin' howling. These bubbles here? I'm just glad that I'm overpowered for this fight, because this is... Oh, wow. Yeah, overpowered is the word that comes to mind. But yeah, all you need to do is find a guy who has some sort of full-on narcissistic complex, and you decide the relationship's over, and he says, no, it's not over, and then you're like, wait. At that point, it becomes a problem. A serious problem for you and your safety. And you can't control that. Sometimes you just don't know, because some narcissists are good at, well, not necessarily narcissists, more like psychopaths. They're good at hiding what they are. And I guess sociopaths as well. So we're not underwater here anymore because we killed that boss. So there's a scimitar. And now we can continue in that direction. Which is probably the opposite direction. Like, I ended up pointing in the opposite direction to where you guys would see that we would go. We are heading to the west from here. Which is good. Yeah, that's exactly right, Ethan. What I meant specifically is that there are a lot more physically violent men as opposed to physically violent women. That's what I meant. I should have been more clear with that. Because I was just, casually going around through the documentaries, and I found a case of a woman in Australia who, this is graphic, she killed her husband's kids and made meals of them to give to... No, maybe it was she killed... That's right. She killed the husband and served food of his meat to his kids, which was kind of not right in the head for that woman to do. But, casually going through the documentaries and you find that, it's like, yeah. It's out there. There are some fucked up women out there, but that's probably one of the most horrific cases in Australia. But, and there are some pretty bad cases in Australia, just not as many as there are in the US and in South America. Yeah, female Hannibal Lecter, pretty much. Ugh, nasty. I don't think there is anything of particular worth down here, because what I mean by particular worth is more like worth harming ourselves to get there. There is stuff down there, but I've never really felt that it was useful or necessary. Okay, this is important. So this thing here can be broken, and the way in which we break it is by having Skeletal Donkey Kong throw a flaming barrel at it, and Skeletal Donkey Kong is just over here. So let's go and bring him here. Hold on. Maybe Skeletal Donkey Kong hasn't spawned yet. I don't know how we get him to spawn. You know what I hate? People who play as Donkey Kong in Mario Kart. Rant over. I guess you couldn't really call that a rant, could you? Maybe he appears the second time you come in. No, I just don't like monkeys. Sorry. I'm not a monkey kind of guy. So the kind of person that would actually opt to play as a monkey in a game like Mario Kart is, I wonder what kind of person it takes. Where is the... I don't know. Whatever. Shit. I don't know where the ape is, but... I think it's just called skeleton ape, but I find skeletal to be a better way to describe it. You do have more people, yes, but... Sure. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Okay, so we can drop down here. And we can't get to that other side unless we have a bat form. Let's head into here and see what we've got. Oh god, what is that line? That's a bit gross, isn't it? Whatever. I feel like that wasn't intended, but maybe it was. Here we go, got a life max up. I think there is a place for feminism, but extremist feminism is not okay. I think any extremist... I think the reason why she doesn't like modern day feminism is because it's extreme. It's unnecessary, it's going too far. I think there needs to be a balance. I think feminism in the 70s was fair, because there was actually a need for it. The... whatever you call it, the... Why have I lost my words now? What were they called? The... women's liberation, that's right.
I'll take you to a place which might be interesting for you.
Oh, thank you. Take me.
Yeah, that as well. They don't represent real females, is it? That's a very good point. I'm not saying everyone in the women's liberation was good, either, but I think it was more reasonable than whatever we have today. I think obviously there are... we live in a strange world today where... I'm not going to get into this at great length because, you know... I suppose it's a controversial subject, but... I think the world that we live in today is way too confrontational. I think we live in an extremely confrontational world that thinks that we can actually right the wrongs of the world through battle, through a war of words, through a war of shaming people, and etc, etc. And in some cases shaming those who say things without negative intention. And I think that there is no way to actually achieve true peace in the world if we achieve it through the methods that a lot of people find it necessary to achieve them in today's society. I think it's ridiculous, so... But yeah, that's just me. I'm not going to go deep into that, but I don't like... I'm embarrassed by people of today. I really am. I'd like to go back into the past. I really would. There are certain things that were worse in the past, that's for sure, but by God, I think I'd prefer it. Because it's just... Some things of today are just a fucking embarrassment. Okay. So I believe that we are looping back into this area here, and I'm not sure if... Have we actually searched everything that we wanted to search in that area? I think so. I don't think there's anything else of value in there. So, let's move on. We can step on this thing, and now we can pretty much link back into the first area. Now, I can see that there's a way up somewhere, but I think that requires the bat form. Where the hell do we get the bat form? I can't even remember now. Let me see. What I might actually do is search to see where the bat form is. Basically, Ethan, it's just social media has influenced a lot of what we are today, and I think it was a social experiment gone wrong. We've shown that humanity doesn't deserve to exist, I think, as a large group. I'm going to check to see how to get the bat form, because I don't want to wander around aimlessly at your expense. Bat form location. Maybe it's called Form of Bat, or something like that. Bat form. Hello? So Symphony in the Night. This is not helpful. This is not what I wanted. want to find its location, not descriptions of it. Where can I find... Now that I think about it, I haven't even found the mist form yet, which is very strange. Where the hell do I get that? I feel like I've explored so much. Okay. Where can I find the Soul of Bat and Fog? Oh, just go on and you'll find it as you progress through the game. But if you really need it badly, then read this. Get the Leap Stone in the Castle Keep by going back to the alchemy, blah 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 blah. And you go to the Colosseum through the big rock. Oh, it's in the Colosseum, that's right. Where is the Colosseum? Maybe it's... Ah, that's right, I remember that there's a direction that I can go in now that I have the double jump. Which is in the clock room. Let's go there. Let's just go there. Well, we won't even check past that point. I just randomly remembered that we could go to that clock room and continue through there. So we'll do that. Ugh. What the hell? Yogatina TV is speaking in English! Sometimes I think that's too much to ask. Yeah, if you want to see me headbanging, there's a lot of hair going all over the place. Okay, now, we are pretty close to a warp point here, so we will take that. But I don't know where... no, we've actually got nowhere to take it in such a way as to put us in a close proximity to where we want to go. So we're actually going to have to manually... oh shit, this is rough. Fuck off, zombie. We're going to have to manually go to where we want to go, which is really annoying. You're going to have to sit here and wait for me to get there. I apologise, but that's just the way it has to be right now. Hope you can forgive me. Oh, stop it. No, I don't want that. That's a reference to something that was very short-lived. It was the Hungry Pumpkin, which I do make references to occasionally. I actually made a reference to it. No, I didn't even make a reference to it. You know, the frickin' thing where it's like a flash game, and the frickin' pumpkin, it's like pumpkin without the P, like the second P. Pumpkin, and you've got a shop, and the pumpkin comes over the hill, and you're like, Jesus. I remember I used to find that hilarious, just watching him come over the hill, and then he comes in and he says, I'm very hungry, give me the french fry. Then you give him the french fries, and then he says, give me the sandwich. Then you give him the sandwich. He says, give me the salt. And then he literally eats the whole salt shaker. Then he says, give me the hamburger. And you give him the hamburger. I mean, I don't know what the difference between the sandwich and the hamburger is, but I'm assuming they both exist. But anyway, if you give him what he doesn't ask for, he shoos it away and says, no, I don't want that. And it's hilarious. I don't know, maybe you guys don't find that to be funny. I find it to be absolutely hilarious, so I will continue to reference it. And, you know, 2013 memes, what can you say? Come on. So I'm annoyed that we have to go back through here. We've actually been through this area in this recording, which is stupid, but maybe we can go the other way. Hold on, let me try that. Yes, I can get there. I remember this because I unlocked that just earlier on. You guys don't know what the hell I'm looking at because unfortunately I can't really show where I'm looking on the map, but you'll see what I'm thinking. Aria of Sorrow is something I really need to play soon because it's been so long since I last played it. I do love Soma Cruz. I think he's an awesome character. Personally. I also love Evil Soma from the Julius Alucard mode, etc. and Yoko mode. The mode where you can play as all three if you so desire. There we go, killing them nice and quickly. So we're heading up through here so that we can get to our destination a little faster. Oh, every time I see that amulet, I remember the amazing motorbike races, those damn maniacs going so fast in the Isle of Man. Well, this is the thing. You can either romanticize it or you don't. Because the problem with the tourist trophy, the Manx tourist trophy, is that there's so much death involved in that, because they absolutely are maniacs, the way that they... You actually watch a first-person view of them going through the streets of the Isle of Man on those motorcycles, and they go so fucking fast that the only way you could possibly do that without dying, just straight up dying, is knowing where you need to turn long before you make the turn. Because otherwise, if you were actually taking the turns at that speed without knowing where you were going, you'd be dead in the first, kilometer, because it's just so fucking fast. You basically know what... It's almost not even visual, it's almost just... You may as well close your eyes, basically. You wouldn't actually close your eyes, because that would be unideal. But you're going so fast that you know the place off by heart. So you know where to turn without having to look. That's the only way you can do it without fucking dying. But people die very frequently, obviously, because it is so dangerous. And if you were to actually follow the tourist trophy, you would end up going around the island and saying, oh, this is where this guy died, this is where this guy died, this is where this guy died, and just doing it over and over and over again. And I would hate that. I don't want it to be an island of death. I want it to be an island of tranquility, of peace, of light, not of fucking, on this road, 20 people have died in the last 30 years. Fuck that. Anyway. Horrifically, that is. Not just like casual car crash. I'm talking like you go off your bike and you're basically eviscerated. But it's... How far am I on this game? Not that far. Am I given a percentage? No. It doesn't look like it. I'm given a percentage in my save file, but not in the game itself. Yes, even in rain. Rain, hail, or shine. If they didn't do it during the rain, they may as well go somewhere else, because it is the Isle of Man, so... Okay, so we're almost to that clock room. Here we go. This is where I wanted to continue. In here. Thank you, Ethan. Anyway. They die doing what they like, the best way to die. I would agree. I think any person who participates in that race does so knowing that death is a clear risk. And I don't think that they would regret dying in doing that. I think if they would regret it, then it would be silly and pointless to even do the race. It's not like everyone who does the race dies, but it's just there's a degree of risk that is just so insane that it's part of the territory. It's, the risk is just there. And it doesn't hang over their head, I'm sure. It must hang over the heads of the fucking families. I mean, I'm sure that they all have wives, I'm sure they're not fucking impressed by having a husband who could die at any fucking time, every year. But anyway, it is what it is. Honestly, I feel sorry not for the people who die, but for the families they leave behind, because they always leave families behind, it seems. And that's really sad. I don't like that at all. I wouldn't go so far as to say that the person is... like they shouldn't be in that sort of sport if they're going to leave a family behind, because, it generally comes after the interest of participating in such a race, the advent of a family and love, and I don't think that should, cause you to abandon what you truly love in life, which is riding motorcycles in a death-defying manner, but, it is very sad. There we go, that guy's dead. He's pretty nasty. I think there is a warp point just up here, and a way to continue up, but maybe only with the bat form. We'll have a look and see. Looks like I'm correct, yes. I'm doing very good so far, you're very impressed, thank you. I'm glad someone feels that way. Because I don't feel as if I play very well, but... Do we want to take the warp point to save? Maybe we will, just to be extra careful. I'll probably go for another 20 minutes or so, and then I'll wrap it up. Depends on where we are in the game, if it's a comfortable point to stop. But yeah, I'm not going to have like a super long recording. But yeah, I do find that YouTube notifications come rather late. It explains why I can have like the first hour talking to myself, and then during the second hour, I've got like 6 people to talk to. I always thought that it was availability related, but actually, it seems to be delayed notifications. At least I think so. No, I'm not going for another 2 hours, Thrasher. Usually I'm pretty good at deciding when I'll stop. The reason why is because it's 1:33, I have not eaten today, I'm drinking whiskey, so I probably should eat, and that's pretty much how it goes. For those of you who are familiar with consuming alcohol on an empty stomach, and I don't mean like not eating much, I mean like not having eaten for 12 hours and your stomach is rumbling and you're, you know, drinking whiskey like water, yeah. It's probably a good idea to go and consume some frickin' food. So that's what I will be doing soon. And if I spend the next 3 hours drinking whiskey, because I mean, I could just say, no, I'm not having any more, but this is the problem. I need to have a beverage of some description to record for a long time, otherwise I do lose interest. So, yeah, that's just how it is. There we go. Usually this guy does cause a lot of trouble for me, but fortunately, because I am using a rather strong fist weapon, I don't have the issue of... I don't have the issue of the guy being particularly challenging. Well, we all have rather different time zones, it would appear. Okay, so where are we going now? We'll head up first, how about that? I have indeed officially gotten in the habit of doing backdashing, and I think the reason why is because I've spent a lot of time walking around in this recording, and not a whole lot of time progressing in a particular direction that is new to me. So, yeah. Looks like this is the only way we can go. Let's do it. I think this is going to take us into the Colosseum area, I think. Let's have a look. Where are we? Colosseum. Very good. So maybe what we'll do is we'll finish up once we have completed the Colosseum area and killed the boss. Now, the interesting thing about the Colosseum is that you can very easily kill the boss without having really completed much of the Colosseum itself. Because he's sort of in the middle of the area, and you can get to it very fast. It sort of comes down to your knowledge of the area. If you really wanted to fight him early, you could. Early being, you know, before you've completed the Colosseum to any great level of, or to any great degree, yeah, there you go. But overall, it's an interesting design in the sense that you can access the boss very early, if you want to. If you know where it is, that is. So I think it's down this pathway. Possibly, anyway. We're going to head in this direction first. I think we get the mist form. No, the mist form is after the boss, isn't it? What the fuck is... Oh, this thing, yeah. That's like a poison knife or something. It's weird. But, Sure, Thrasher. Sure. Okay, so I remember coming here before. So, awesome. We have now created a shortcut, although I wonder if a save point is nearby. No, there isn't. No, not this again. Again, bad habits die hard. Although I probably don't want the habit to die of breaking things that are breakable in Castlevania. That's actually quite useful. You do get interesting items and important items from such places, so I will continue to break items in that way. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm just going to take a quick trip to the bathroom, and I'll be back in just a moment. I think I said that twice. I returneth. Oh, God's sake, Ethan. That's just a catchphrase. And yes, that must have been why I muted myself for sure. And then, what, the clock, is it... I don't know if he's saying that I took too long or if I was very fast, but anyway, fuck's sake. Okay, so... what I will probably do is fully explore the Colosseum before fighting the boss, because that way I can probably level up a little bit before all these guys scare the fuck out of me, they really do. What you really don't want to get hit by is the flurry punch that he does. That is always a bit nasty. Oh, ended up going headfirst into him there. We do have quite a lot of health at this point. Oh, I do like to holy water these guys because they are very easy to kill that way. Unless you don't fucking... This is when things get annoying, when they throw you out of the area and make it so that your progress up until that point is completely ignored. There we go. Oh, almost got thrown out. Come on. No. Run into it, run into it, run into it. There we go. That's what we want. Oh. There's a beer icon. No, no beer today. I do have, oh, let me show you. I have this. I had 3 of these. This is Golden Drag. This is one of my favorite beers. And, it's a very nice dark ale. It's a quadruple. I had 3 of them. I drank 2 because I couldn't fucking help myself. I had 3 of them sitting there and I was like, oh fuck. Had to have 2 of them. But I don't have the glass for it, unfortunately. No, I don't really want to learn Portuguese. I mean, I'd like to learn any language, to be honest. I have nothing against learning Portuguese, but I wouldn't like to undergo the process needed to actually learn the language. That's the truth. But yeah, I will probably get the Golden Drake glass. It's just the problem is, with the situation of Europe not really being able to ship to Australia at the moment, I've really only got people from the US selling me this shit, and god, it's a waste of money to buy from the US with their import charges and their freaking high shipping costs. It's like, oh, end my life. Usually, I ship from the UK, or buy from the UK and have it shipped to me, because they have very cheap postage, and quality postage at that. Okay, so if we go in this direction, I think... So I think over here is the boss, I could be wrong. Let's have a look and see. Oh god, it's the golden skeleton. Hello, thank you for dying. Short sword. Who is the hunting girl? This is the hunting girl. I guess she is a girl, isn't she? Ugh. It's such a thin sword that it's very difficult to actually hit it. She draws a pentagram with her... Well, not all the time, but sometimes she draws a pentagram with her sword. Maybe this is the boss? No, what's this cape? This is the blood cloak, yes. We'll see what this does for us. This is... Converts damage to hearts. This is worthwhile. This is really worthwhile. We'll use the blood cloak. I don't really like how it looks color-wise, but hey. It seems like it doesn't always convert damage to hearts, only occasionally. Oh no, it did that time. That was an increase of quite a lot. Fuck off. I believe that was an increase of 6, if I'm right. In what I saw before. Just for getting hit. Oh god, this is really good. I'm loving the blood cloak. I don't know if it's a consistent proc or if it's random, but pretty cool. I remember this area. This is actually optional, I think. This direction. We'll see. I believe that it is. Yes, it is. but very useful. Having said that, hey, stop it. Look how much he advances forward with that attack. That's ridiculous. There we go, heart max up. Which is very good, because when we do get heart max up, it automatically increases our hearts to the maximum. Okay, so where the hell are we? I see where we are, but how do we get to the boss from here? This is a bit odd. I felt like I had gone in all directions. I'm trying to see what's happening here. I think I can see where it is. Yes, I see where it is. It's not in this part of the Colosseum, it's further west. I don't know if throwing the holy water helps. No. I wish her sword wasn't so thin. Come on. There we go. So if it hits the actual hilt of the sword, it works. There we go. Freaking sword. Come on. There we go. Sorry, my dear, but you must die today. No, 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 fuck me. That didn't eventuate how I wanted it to. Okay, I know you're here, but I'm not interested in fighting you right now. Nor am I interested in fighting any of you, so go away. Actually, you don't need to go away. I will go away for you. How about that? Let's go up here. I think this. We have explored enough of the Colosseum now for me to be happy to fight the boss, but I will go to the save point before we do engage the boss in combat. Look how much he fucking advances! It's insane! He slides forwards. I don't know if he's wearing ice skates. Well, not ice skates, more like rollerblades, but fuck me! Okay, so here we go. The boss is just over there, which is fine. So it ended up being the case that, without really trying, we avoided the boss while exploring pretty much everything else. Because I was expecting to find where the boss was and then promptly decide to ignore it. But it didn't happen. I didn't even find the freaking boss. There's a direction that I haven't yet gone in that I remember in my head, but we'll find it soon, I would imagine. Oh, shit. Get over here. We are returning to save point, by the way, so we're not really at risk in terms of our health right now. Okay, just over here. The gold skeleton gives you the gold ring. Huh. Isn't the gold ring used for, like, the actual story? I'm guessing it's something that you can usually get without having it drop from the gold skeleton, but you can get it earlier on by having it drop from the gold skeleton. That's interesting. Data saved. Okay, so now we can drop down here and explore all of this, and I guess we do have a little bit more to do before we actually fight the boss, so... I'm killing this fucking skeleton before he can advance forward for fucking unreasonable distances. Speaking of unreasonable, this whole situation is fucking unreasonable. Uh-oh. I got fucking thrown into the fucking devil's den. Get in here. That's alright. We can manage. We can get through here. We just need to go to the save point afterwards. We got a shield rod, which is not something that we will be using for fairly obvious reasons. This is a fist weapon only build. Or fist weapon only run. I don't know if build is applicable to this game as a term to use. Oh, fuck off. Why does your shield hurt me? These are the questions that must be asked today. Okay. Back to the save point. Because we are indeed at risk of death at this point. So we will mitigate that risk by healing ourselves. Wow. Profound. Thanks, Doomlink, for your careful tutorial on how to play the game. Losing health? Heal yourself. Thanks, Doomlink. Anyway. Let's drop down here. Oh god, it's the owl guy. This guy is a... Speaking of owls, I was fighting Night Clerk Malfestio yesterday. Fun fact. He's easier than regular Malfestio, shockingly. I'm about to sneeze. dearie me. Says the man in the armor. Okay, so the are you still alive? What's going on? Stop that. He must be close. Yeah, there we go. Killed his owl too. He's just a man with an owl. Oh, hello. This guy tries to attack us. I think that was a sake set. He just bled everywhere. Is that healing water? No, doesn't seem to be. That's annoying. Whatever. I was wrong about that being the boss room. I think. Oh, there it is. It's up there. I found it. I literally went everywhere except to the boss room. That's funny. Let's go to the save room first. Hello. Oh. Hello, hello, hello. He's hurting me. Fuck off. Where's the save room? There it is. Save, please. Okay. So, oh no, we don't want to go in this direction. We want to... Oh, we killed him, fortunately, which is good for experience. We haven't actually leveled up in the Colosseum yet, I don't think. What is our XP level? We are at... we have another 568. Which I think is still kind of a lot at our current level. We will definitely level up this boss, though. This is the direction that I was thinking of in my head that we hadn't yet gone, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay, here's the boss right here. Let's do it. Ha ha ha.
Who are you? Open hell's gate. Come forth, my servants. The scent of your blood. You're a Belmont.
I can smell you.
Crush this flea who invades my castle.
Oh, it gives you strength? Okay. Hello. You think you can punch? I can punch. He's fucking dead. Check that out. Yeah, well, the reason why he's dead is because this is not the actual boss. I believe the actual boss is 3 humans that we must fight. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm getting confused for another boss fight, but I thought that's what this was. A fucking axe. It doesn't even need to do anything. Whoa! Stop it. He's trying to uppercut me. You frickin' Taurus. Oh, fuck me. Okay, so let's get a potion. Because this is... Wait. Where art thou? Potion. There you go. Oh, he's gonna hit me. I can see it. I can see it now. I don't know if I actually evaded him by doing that. That freaking axe is fucking annoying. I just have to touch the axe and it... Yeah. Miss your uppercut, dickhead. I'll punch you back. Alright, now I think we fight the humans.
I'm certain that was a Belmont. So he says he's the lord of this castle.
That could not have been the fucking boss. Come on. What? Whatever. I was confused. I thought we were fighting a different boss. That's fine. That was extremely easy. So I think this gives us the mist form, yeah. So we just do this, and then, oh, we need to hold it, I think. No? What's happening? Maybe there's a different thing that allows us to hold the mist form for an extended period of time. Anyway. We now have the mist form, and yeah, great. Now we can access other stuff. But what we will do is actually head to the next save point and we will finish this recording because we have done pretty well at this point. We have done quite a lot in this recording and I'm content with that. We will finish this up. And we actually have something that will use our magic, finally. Okay. So we ended up doing 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is not too bad. Not super long, not super short. I do hope you all enjoyed watching. I will see you when I'm next recording. I've got no idea when I'll do this again. The Castlevania livestream series is extremely random. It is very much based around my whims and what I feel like recording at any given time. But I think it'll be another month until I record this. Either way, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.